Calgary. Despite the Calgary Fire Department's voting ban on the Bow and Elbow rivers over the weekend, increased volume due to recent rainfall is within the range of normal. That's according to Frank Frigo, who leads the watershed analysis unit with the city. The flow rate on the Bow River Monday morning was 358 cubic meters per second, well above the mark that triggers a boating advisory. Evan Radford, Star Metro Calgary. Even though the fire department issued a boating ban on the weekend, officials say flows on the city's rivers are within normal volumes. Evan Radford, Star Metro Calgary. The fire department issued the ban on Saturday, saying that the flow rate on the Bow exceeded its safe number of 270 cubic meters per second. The Elbow also exceeded its number of 50 cubic meters per second. The intense rain today and the high flow rates make river conditions dangerous, a release from the fire department said. The Alberta government's River Basin's live online map shows that the Bow's rate peaked at 358.60 on Monday morning. Elbow was at its quickest rate on Saturday evening, 60.15. Article continued below. Read more. Bow River rafters warned to stay off freezing. Fast-moving water boy, 10, rescued from Bow River after sneaking out to go rafting. Alberta government pledges $13.5 million for Calgary flood protection. According to Frigo, the city initiates boating advisories at 270 cubic meters per second on the Bow and 50 cubic meters per second for the Elbow. It's not simply the flow rate that's the concern, it's also the potential for debris and the amount of sediment in the water. It makes the water opaque and very difficult to see obstacles, he explained, citing submerged rocks or pieces of wood as examples. The main reason we are seeing elevated flows is on June 23, Saturday, we had a significant rainfall. Most of the Bow and Elbow catchments received 50 to 75 millimeters of rainfall. Article continued below. That's the primary driver, though snowmelt is an important factor for overall hydrology and what's happening in our rivers. It is in general the process of rainfall that drives higher, elevated flows. Although both rivers exceeded their safe flow rates, Frigo said they're within the band of normal in terms of how often they hit those higher numbers. He said it happens about 25% of the time. As for rainfall on the weekend, over Friday and Saturday the city received one-third of its monthly amount for June, said Environment Canada's senior climatologist David Phillips. We're talking about 30 millimeters of rain. And typically in the month of June, you'd get about 90, he said. But he added that, up until Saturday, only 7 millimeters of rain have fallen on Calgary this month. So you got it all in one heavy dose. Overall, from January until Monday, rainfall in the city has been normal, he said. Calgary has had 206 millimeters of rain, where they normally would have had 194. Looking ahead, his forecasts show a warmer and drier summer than normal for the city. This moisture that you had, it's maybe going to be your lifesaver when you get warmer and drier than normal. Things won't be as parched as they might have been if it hadn't been well watered. As a point of comparison for flow rates, during the 2013 floods in the city, the rate at the Center Street Bridge was 1,840 cubic meters per second, shows an explanatory map on the city's Understanding River Flow Rates webpage.